all that's left? From your entire village? All that's left? There is no one left!
As you all know, the Resident Evil Village demo became available for early access for both the PS4 and PS5, and the castle demo will be coming out soon. But before playing the castle demo, I wanted to share a few things that I found out about this village demo. I played this village demo 3 times. The first one was just so that I could go through the story, and the other ones I just wanted to take my time and experience the village and what's in it. Now, I saw all the teasers and all the gameplay that was available before the demo, and I realized there were a few things that I could never have known by just seeing gameplay videos and teasers. I'm talking about pure gameplay, not story. There will be another video for that, but before I dive in, please like and subscribe for more Resident Evil content.
Ethan Winters, welcome.
The first thing I noticed is that Resident Evil Village is immersive. Just a few seconds after you take control of Ethan, I felt immediately sucked into the atmosphere. I wanted to check everything out. I wanted to know as much as possible about this village. It felt as if I was Ethan and I was in this village. Usually when I want to immerse myself in a game, I have to put my headphones on, turn off the lights, and play in the middle of the night. But when I first played this, I was in a room full of people, and people usually talk. But this was different. After a couple of minutes of wandering around the village, the chatter died down and everyone's eyes were glued to the television. It was really after I was done the demo did we realize that we were so quiet for so long. We just wanted to go inside every house, every shed. I wanted to explore every part of this village, and I felt compelled to pick every item up. I was holding to every bullet, even though I knew I only had 30 minutes, but it felt as if I needed everything I could use. So we saw both showcases. We saw gameplay video from IGN and Game Informer, and we were told a lot about the visual and gameplay design. What you get to see in this demo is not a whole lot more than what was revealed in the teasers and both showcase events. But one thing that you wouldn't have known from what was revealed before is how well sound was used in the gameplay. I mean, you were just busy looking around the village, wondering who put these pictures up, walking from gate to gate, looking for the key, admiring the statue, and then all of a sudden you hear a twig breaking behind you. You start hearing growling, you don't know where they're coming from, but you know you heard it, and it is just so well done. All these sounds made me feel as if I was being stalked, and shortly after, I am no longer that guy who is freely walking around a village that I thought was abandoned. I am now traveling from one location to another, constantly checking my back. There was a time I was holding a landmine and I was looking in circles, wondering which direction should I just place it, because I want to run, because I knew those growling sounds were getting closer. So we all know the enemies in Resident Evil Village will be very different than any game before. Long gone are the days when mindless zombies slowly approached you as you filled their bodies with bullets from pistols, shotguns, and all manners of destructive weapons. The point is that it really didn't matter how many bullets they took to the face, they still kept mindlessly walking towards you. You could just mow them down one after the other and they'll still do the same. I learned from this demo that Lycans are different. I remember being in a field. I knew I was surrounded. I didn't know exactly where they were and how many were out there. So I did what any armed man would do. I panicked and I started randomly firing in every direction. I ran to the gate, but it was blocked. The creatures were swift. I had my back to the gate. I took out my shotgun and I just started firing. I thought they'll just keep coming at me, eating every bullet I threw at them until they dropped dead. But no, they did something strange. They ran back, as if they understood that a shotgun to the face will drastically reduce their life expectancy. It almost felt like they were baiting me. I was tempted to chase after them and finish the job, but I thought to myself, no, I am not going back to that field, thank you very much. Now, the Lycan encounter in the demo is brief, and due to the limited time, I didn't have the opportunity to fully test out how smart they were. With the 3 times I played the demo, I was not able to fight the Lycan one-on-one. Every encounter ended with me fighting 2 or 3 of them at the same time. I once ran into a house, barricaded myself in it, and I immediately found a Lycan trying to get in. That made me think that maybe they were attracted to sound because I wasn't close to a lichen. After all, the Game Informer demo showed as if the lichen are calling to each other to attack you. I don't know if that's an ability they have or if it's just for show. They do seem to be pack hunters as they are always together, but I did try to test it out and see if they are attracted to sound, and it looks like they're not. I went into the same building and I was walking slowly, hugging the wall to make sure I don't attract any attention. I went to the same building without barricading myself and went straight to the window where the lichen was trying to get in, but no lichen was in sight. So I left the building, then I decided to go back in, and for the heck of it decided to barricade myself. And the moment I did that, it triggered it. The lichens started attacking again. So it wasn't sound, it was certain actions that attracted them. So I guess they're smart, but not that smart. Now, I don't know if that's gonna change in hardcore difficulty. The only difference I noticed between standard and hardcore is that Ethan is able to handle a lot of damage in standard difficulty. I didn't notice any difference in the speed of the enemies in hardcore difficulty, but I do hope we get different enemy encounters in hardcore. That's what made Madhouse difficulty so fun in Resident Evil 7. Not only were the enemies stronger and faster, you also encountered them in different areas. So I made a couple of videos before and I talked about my views of the gameplay we saw before the demo came out. I mentioned that this game is clearly more action than survival horror. And I gotta be honest, I was a little worried because while I loved Resident Evil 4 and 5, I was afraid that maybe Capcom will be going in the same direction they went after Resident Evil 4. I was afraid that after Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 9 will end up like... Yes, that. I guess I was concerned that the Resident Evil franchise will once again be moving away from survival horror. But after playing the demo, I felt that this is actually scary. Yes, the demo was short, the encounters were brief, but in that short experience, I found myself counting bullets and searching every nook and cranny for just a couple more shotgun shells. And even though I felt relieved by finding those 2 extra shells, I still felt the pressure to conserve ammo to survive. Now, I do still believe that Village will not be as scary as Resident Evil 7, for a lot of reasons, and maybe I'll talk about them in another video. But being in that field, hearing the hissing and growling all around me was a memorable experience and a scary one. But that was my experience with the demo. Did you guys play the demo? What do you guys think of it? Please let me know in the comment section. As always, please like and subscribe for more Resident Evil content.